Welcome, you absolute legends. I am Fun First, I am Pete, I am back, and today it's a controversial topic, and the reason it's controversial is called about discontinued fragrances. Now, I started doing a series on my favourite from each house, from the design, and I've done one for a niche, but someone asked me to do my favourite discontinued fragrances from each house. So today I'm going to start doing that as a series, and I've got 7 houses here. And these are all been discontinued, but if you can find any of them, I highly recommend you find them. But again, I'm going on the fact that it's hard to find and it's not something easy. So I'm not making like that it's something you can find easy. It's not. But if you find it and for a reasonable price and you think you can afford it, like I don't want you to break the bank account. It's not what I'm here for. I want to make you smell amazing on on the budget you've got. But if you can find any of these, be my guest, knock yourself out, and I'll tell you what, you'll smell absolutely fantastic. There's one house that I've got 2 in, and I couldn't work out which one I like the best. So as always, I'm just going to crack on into this video. So we're starting off with the first house, and we'll just go straight through it. All right, the first house we're going to talk about, and it's one of my favourite houses ever, the house of Cartier. This is Decoration Under Soir Intense. This came out in 2014. This is an absolute gem. Now, I'm lucky enough to get a 100ml bottle of this, and I will cherish this to the day that I die. If you like Under Soir, great, that's still available, but the intense version is not. So Decoration's got Parfum, and it's got like Cartier Fraîcheur. There's lots of different versions of this, but this one's my favorite. It is slightly leathery. It's got some the rose in here is just to die for. I mean, honest to God, it is absolutely stunning juice. I like it in the colder weather, personally. Again, a woman could rock this one very easily. Don't think that it's just all about men. No, a woman could pretty much pull this one off as well, which is not a problem. But this one for me, I like it in the cold weather, and it's very brisk, but it just lingers in the air beautifully. And that's why I like this one so much. If you can find a bottle of this and you don't break the bank out and you like a good rose fragrance, then this one will definitely be up your street. I guarantee you'll love it a lot. If you can't find it, Decoration Under Soir is a pretty good alternative for it. Again, it's still about, so it depends on what you want. But this one, if you can find this one for a good price, pick this one up. This is from Cartier, Decoration Under Soir Intense. All right, the next house we're going to talk about, and they've discontinued a fair few fragrances. This is my absolute favourite, from the house of Versace. Now, I could have gone with Eros Flame because that's getting discontinued at some point. Now, there is bottles of that around, so again, if you like Eros Flame, pick that bad boy up. If you don't, then, you know, fair enough. But for me, it's all about this one. This is Versace Man. This is before Mano Fresh. This came out, I think, in 2003. And this is so ahead of its time. It was unbelievable. Again, I'm lucky to have a 100ml bottle of this, and like you see, I can barely hit into this one. But I wear this sparingly, so again, it's just a really lovely leather fragrance. It's absolutely stunning. Slightly spicy, doesn't need too much in it. But again, it just, cold day, very brisk. This is absolute stunning juice. I don't know why they discontinued this one. I think because people weren't quite ready for it. I think if this came re-released now, it would sell like an absolute juggernaut because it's just a beautiful scent. I think 20 years ago, people weren't quite ready for this. It's a bit like Yves Saint Laurent M7. That was ahead of its time, and this kind of was slightly the same. And the other one that I think of is Armani Attitude. That was ahead of its time. So, but this one, again, a gorgeous leather scent. Well worth finding it. Again, if you can get it under 100 quid, it's a steal of the century, I will tell you that now. So parents, find this one. This is Versace Man. Okay, the next house I'm going to talk about, and there has been a lot again discontinued from this house, but this one was the one that really stung quite a lot. And it's House of Hugo Boss, and they've got some amazing scents, but this one for me was Hugo Boss Bottled Intense. I have 3 bottles of this, and I will never ever run out of this because I love this juice. I heard about this getting discontinued about 2 years ago. There is still a few bottles about, so if you can find this one, for I think between 40 and 50 quid for a 100ml bottle. Pick this one up. I guarantee you, you will love this one. This is all about the apple, cinnamon, vanillic notes, but it's a real rich version of this. I could smell this every single day and I would never be upset about that. It's just intoxicating. It's a beautiful gourmand fragrance. It's just timeless as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anyone who doesn't like the Boss bottled line, especially the original one, the EDT, and this one. I think they're just fantastic. All I'm going to say is, if they re-release this again, it will sell bucket loads, because it's one of the ones that I was shocked when I heard it was going discontinued. That is going, so again, I picked up 2 extra bottles because I just thought I'm not going to worry about that. This is my original bottle. It's seen better days, to be honest. Like, if you can see the writing, it's a bit skewed. But this one is an amazing scent. Find it, pick it up. If you can find it for 150 quid for a 100ml bottle, knock yourself out, because you'll be getting an absolute gem. So this is Hugo Boss Bottled Intense. All right, the next house I'm going to talk about, and again, there's quite a few I could have picked from. And if I tell you what the things were, Modern Reserva, you'll probably know where I'm going with this. There was a couple of others from this line that I'm going to talk about. I'm trying to think, there's another couple of as well I can't think of the top of my head. But this one particularly, this is from the, what's it? The Supreme line, I can't remember which one it was. This is Ralph Lauren, this is Kashmir Supreme. Now there's leather and there's an oud one of this. Both are absolutely fantastic. I think this came out in about mid-2010s or 2014, 2015, give or take somewhere around there. Again, I got another 100ml bottle of it. I will cherish this till the day that I die. This is probably for me more wearable than the leather and the oud, because the leather and the oud one is very, very hedonistic. But this one is just, it's like a warm, cozy jumper on. The cashmere is in there, it's just beautiful. It's ever so slightly spicy. I'm not talking about a lot of spice, but it's warm, it's comforting. It's like being in front of a hot fire and having a nice cozy jumper on, and you know what I'm talking about when you have that sort of nostalgic moment of just, yeah, everything's all right. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. So if you can find any of these from the Supreme line, pick them up. I think they're running about 100 plus quid, but again, I'd say that's an absolute steal for these ones. Try and find any of them, it doesn't matter. But me personally, for me, it's Supreme Cashmere is the best from Ralph Lauren. Okay, the next house I'm going to talk about is a house that most people think is trash, and it bugs the hell out of me. I don't know why it does. Just because it's not like niche and it's not like mega expensive, they think, oh my god, it's going to be absolute rubbish. No, it's not. So this is the house from Davidoff. Now, for me, there was 4 from this line, and this one is the best one and most wearable one. This is Amber Blend. This is so freaking good. This could be a niche quality fragrance. I kid you not. There's an agate blend, there's wood blend, and leather. Leather's very, very hedonistic, very nice. If you want to smell like a million bucks, I think it's even better than Ombre Leather Parfum from Tom Ford. That's how good this one is. But this one, absolutely gorgeous. It's like almost vanillic notes in this, rich warm amber in it. Again, tiny bit spicy. Got a beautiful, some things like some floral tones in this. Absolute stunning juice. I would wear this pretty much 3 out of 4 seasons. It'd be spring, autumn and winter. You could wear this and you are going to smell like an absolute champ. Again, I'm lucky to have a 100ml bottle, and I don't know if you see it, I've barely dented into mine. Again, I try and hold on to my discontinued fragrances as long as possible. I have all 4 from this line. Get any of the 4, you are onto an absolute winner. And again, Davidoff discontinued a lot of fragrances, like they've discontinued Cool Water Parfum, which is a stunning juice. Try and find the blend ones. They will definitely be an absolute juggernaut in your arsenal. All right, the second to last one, and this is the one with 2 in, and I genuinely could not split them. I thought they're both fantastic. So this is from the house of Dolce Gabbana. The first one is by him, and my bottle's seen better days, I'll be honest with you. But it's by man, and the other one is Dolce Gabbana Masculine. They're both, I've got a 50ml bottle of this, and I'm grateful to have that one. I've got a 100ml bottle of this. So I'll talk about Faace Man first. It's a rich, warm, woody fragrance from the 90s. Oh, it's like citrusy, but a beautiful woody undertones. Absolute stunning juice. This I will cherish because I will barely wear this. I will only wear this for very, very special occasions. I know how difficult it is to find this one. I think I got mine off eBay for about 80 quid. I think someone had a spare bottle. He didn't want it anymore. I nearly ripped his arm off for it. So that's how good this one is. But this one is Dolce Gabbana Masculine, and this is it's a very citrusy forward, more citrusy than this one, and it's very clean. It's very like, I think it's more like an early 2000s fragrance. I think it came out in 2003 if I can remember correctly. But this one is absolute stunning. You want to smell clean, clear, well put together, and very masculine. Again, it's like the name says. This one will do you proud. It's an absolute belter. There's a few others, and I think Luminous Night, I don't know if it's been discontinued, but I know it's a pain in the backside to get hold of. But these two, if you find either of them, cherish them. I guarantee you will love both of them. All right, the last house I'm going to talk about, and this is a bit of a controversial one. Is it designer? Is it niche? It's kind of a bit of both. It's done both sides of it. So, but I'm going to just chuck it into the designer one because I just think stuff it, I don't care. So this is from the House of Guerlain, and this came out in 2018, and this is low NDL, line in strength. Sorry, EDL, La Intense. That was a bit of a mouthful. But this one to me, it's a very nice. It's a little bit vanillic notes. It's got some leather in this. It does smell a little bit fruity as well. Maybe it's a combination of the things in this. It's a bit of sandalwood in this. Beautiful composition. Now there is a newer version of this, and I think it's clear. The bottle's completely clear. This is the original version. If you could find the original version, it's a beast. I will kid you not. This lasts 10 plus hours on my skin, and it is an absolute juggernaut. Now I've used about 30 ml of this, and that's saying something with the amount of fragrances I have. So that tells you how much I do enjoy this one. It's really nice, and it still has a little touch of rose in there as well. If you can find this one, even the new one is not bad, but this one, the black bottle, is the one you really want to find. Really criminally underrated at this point. I could have gone with EDL Cologne, which is an amazing, sweet almond fragrance, very nice, light. Or the EDL Cool, that one again, brilliant one. The Extreme one, bloody hard to find as well. So that, again, any of those are great, but this one for me is personally my favourite. I would wear this fall, winter, no questions asked. It's an absolute great fragrance. So from House of Guerlain, this is EDL Line 10. All right, it's time for my scent of the day. Okay, my scent of the day, and I went with an easy, fresh fragrance because sometimes in the winter you just want some freshness. Now this one I think works brilliantly well in the winter. I think most fragrances do, but this is a good blue fragrance for it. Ralph Lauren Gold Blend EDP. Lasts a good amount of time. I get a good 8 hours plus on my skin, especially in the cold weather. But it's such a citrus punch in the face. And again, the colder the day, the better this works. So I just think it's a beautiful little number. Again, wear your fragrances when you like. Who cares? As long as you smell good, I want to hear that you're smelling something good. So this is obviously my scent of the day, and as always, let me know in the comments what your scent of the day. So this is Ralph Lauren Gold Blend EDP. Right, so there you have it, my top 7 fragrances from each house which has been discontinued. As always, let me know in the comments any houses that you want me to try on next. Let me know, I'll happily do it, and I might try and see if there's any niche ones or else. I also need to announce the winner, and it's Alex Samsung. So if you can let me know in the comments your address, I will ship out your winnings of the Maison Alhambra fragrance from a few weeks ago. I'll send it to you, and as always, if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up in the comments. As always, I'm on Instagram for my fragrances. I'm also on TikTok doing that stuff as well. I'm just starting to get in there, and I'm also on Fun and Fragrances. And as always, you absolute legends, smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.